Hello, I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and I'm joined by the Martha to my Martha, Alex from WhatCulture.com. Hello.
Hello.
So we've both seen Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. Me, it's shit.
It's terrible. An absolute mess. I did not expect it to be this bad. I didn't like Man of Steel, and even though I didn't expect this one to be good, I thought it would at least be better than that. And it's not. It's worse. It's on a par with Batman Forever, Batman and Robin. It's one of those movies.
Oh,
that is
Batman
just
Forever's fine.
Batman Forever is not fine, but we're not going to debate that here.
Dun, 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 dun. No, it does make Man of Steel seem like... Well, first of all, at least Superman is in Man of Steel, whereas he's got nothing to do in this one.
I liked Henry Cavill more in this one, mainly because he's hardly in it. He disappears at the start of the movie, then he's blown up, and then he dies.
Him and his little bum chin.
Oh, spoilers.
Oh, whoops.
Oh.
Don't see it if you haven't seen it. Now, as with any kind of strong critical reaction, there's bound to be a backlash to the backlash.
There it already is, a massive one. I felt it on Twitter.
Oh my goodness. So, look, if you enjoyed the film, fine. This isn't a personal attack on...
Yes, it is. Oh, but it's Batman and Superman on screen. I don't care. Put Batman and Superman in a movie together, fine, but make it good. And don't try and defend it just because it's got them in it.
Well, I mean, storytelling is all over the shop. Lex Luthor's bad, you don't know what he wants. Batman, you only just sort of work out why he wants to fight.
He's not... Ben Affleck is fine, but he never, ever plays Bruce Wayne. He's just Batman throughout the entire film.
Sort of
Whenever
grumpy.
he's going to parties, he's not a playboy Bruce Wayne. He's doing a Batman mission. And because of that, people can say he's the best Batman, but he's not. He's just there. Zack Snyder does not give him the freedom to do anything with it.
The problem is, like, I know a lot of people see these movies as like, you go and you turn your brain off and you just enjoy the action. And, you know, Zack Snyder frames action very well.
He frames it well, but he doesn't choreograph it very well. The big fight of the movie is in a toilet. And the most exciting thing you get is Batman whacking Superman on the head with a sink.
Yeah.
That's all it is. The fight itself is so lackluster. It's so poorly set up because you spend an hour building it with this desert thing and Batman hating him because of Man of Steel, and then it comes down to Lex Luthor taking his mum away, and Superman. Neither Superman or Batman want to be in the fight.
No.
And so it's two people who don't really want to have a fight, having a fight kind of, and then they stop because of the worst idea. Like, it's a cute observation that both of their mums are called Martha, but it should not go beyond being a cute observation.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it was always just a random coincidence, but now it's a gigantic plot point.
Who's Martha? Where's the trigger? Yeah.
Ultimately, Batman should have gone, your mum's name is also Martha. Oh, wow. Because, of course, Superman was going to have a mum. Was he shocked that he had a mum?
We can take this movie apart scene by scene. I've already done a big piece on the ending, that just ending scene why it doesn't work. There is so much wrong here, and every scene has major logic gaps. It's poorly constructed, terrible narrative, and it all comes down to Zack Snyder's awful direction. He gets nothing out of his great actors. He can't tell the story. He doesn't really do the action right. Like, everyone says he's good at visuals and stuff, but the action doesn't really work. It's all his fault.
I mean, you can have mindless action. You can have mindless action, like Crank, you know, there's barely any story to speak of, but it's just, you know, it's just adrenaline. The problem with this is it's all plot, and it's for a movie that is 2.5 hours long, there's almost nothing that happens. There's so much like little setting up things, but in terms of what actually happens, the fight is 5 minutes, Doomsday happens right at the end. Nothing really happens to affect any of the characters.
Well, it thinks it's smarter than it is. It doesn't think it's a dumb action movie. It thinks it's making all these big philosophical points. Everything Lex Luthor says is exactly what a teenage boy thinks philosophy is. And you have all these big, long dialogue things that go on that have no real subtext, and they're just, you know, vague setting up. And it doesn't really go anywhere. Like, I will say this, for a movie that long, it didn't drag as much as it could have, because it's just got no sense of pace, that you don't get bored because it's just like jumping around. Oh, now Wonder Woman and Batman are flirting. Oh, and now they're fighting Superman all of a sudden, and all this stuff is going on. Oh, here's the Justice League shoehorned in with a shitty dream sequence that should have been at the end of the credits, that is a dream within a dream where Flash turns up to show him the future and he has to save Lois. What the was that sequence? And then Wonder Woman is going through the files and clicking them, and it's all a bunch of trills, and oh my god, can we just get to the predictions, please? I'm really angry.
Alex, did you enjoy it?
No, I didn't really think much of the movie.
Oh, okay, fair
It
enough.
wasn't great.
No, but B- from me as well. So, of course, let's get to the predictions. Well, Alex, you destroyed me.
Yes, I did. Although I will say, starting with the reviews, neither of us were really right. I was more right,
You were much more right.
but the reviews have been really bad. My review, I gave it 2 stars. I slated it. I didn't like it. The Rotten Tomatoes score, I think, is now 28%, which is low. I don't know the other Batmans off the top of my head, but we're talking like, proper bottom level stuff. Because Man of Steel was around 55%.
Yeah, everyone gave Man of Steel like 3s.
I
And that's
guess.
why I thought this was going to be slightly better.
I'm amazed that people have hated it so much, because people often err on the side of caution with these movies. Hence why I said it'd probably get about 60. People would still give it good reviews. But even the good reviews of this movie are like, there's bits that are okay, but it's still an absolute mess. Even the critics who like it, that's as far as they can go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless there's one 5-star review that they're putting on all the posters.
Is
One.
there? Oh
Yeah.
my god, who gave it
The
5?
Sun gave it.
Oh, Murdoch! So you beat me in predictions. How about the box office, Alex?
The box office was quite good. For a movie this terrible, it made a ton of money.
I understand. I understand people seeing it out of
It's-
curiosity. Don't see it twice. If any of you see it twice, I will come to your house and cut you.
Help me. It did 170 domestic, 430 worldwide. There is an interesting stat in that though. It dropped down from Friday to Saturday. There was about a 50% decrease in ticket
wow.
sales. And I think that's because the word of mouth is getting out there. People are seeing Ben Affleck almost cry at the reviews and going, oh, maybe this movie is really bad and I'm not going to bother seeing it.
Alan
Oh,
Harkness, my old friend.
it's
guy.
it's hilarious, but it's really sad because he's not that. Oh, anyway,
He's not bad.
I think it'll drop off massively in its second week, but for all intents and purposes, it is a box office success.
And you were, because I said it wasn't going to crack 100, I just thought people, no.
Next weekend, it'll struggle to crack 100. Next weekend, it'll really flail because it's now all of the super, diehard fans have seen it.
Yep.
Anyone who is curious will have seen it.
Yep.
Anyone who is like on the fence has now seen the reviews and will go, actually, there's a lot better in cinemas like 10 Cloverfield Lane,
Zootropolis.
High Rise, Zootropolis, or Zootopia in America. That's incredible. There's a lot of good movies. Go see something else.
So you're 3-0 so far.
Yep.
How about Who Died?
Well, for Who Died, we both said Doomsday.
Well, actually, Alex, I said Doomsday, you said Doomsday and Martha Kent. So I think you'll find that's 1 to me.
It is, however,
However.
I did in the video, I didn't state it as an exact prediction, but I did say there was a distinct possibility they may kill Superman.
That's right, you did.
And what did they do in the movie?
They killed my dreams.
Yep, and they killed...
Oh, and Superman
and
as
Superman.
well.
Warner Brothers have been wanting to do the Death of Superman storyline for decades. It came out in 1992, I think, this comic book, and they've been trying to do it with Tim Burton, with
Knowledge
J.J.
on this guy.
Abrams. And, Bryan Singer did kill Superman temporarily in Superman
Yes.
Returns, but now they've done it kind of properly. They've stabbed him and put him in a coffin. And
But the Earth rose.
the Earth rose, so
He's
he's coming back because Jesus metaphor, released on Easter weekend, Jesus metaphor. Yeah, so Superman died, but I'm going to give you that one. Martha Kent was held captive, but they didn't quite burn her to death.
Correct. And finally, who won the fight? I said Superman.
I said Batman.
Bollocks. Bollocks.
Batman won.
Of course he did.
There was, at no point in the fight was Superman in control.
Gotta make Batman look strong.
Batman has the booby traps, and then he has the gas, then he has the kryptonite gas, then Superman punches him for a bit, but then he has more gas, and then he has his foot on his neck. And
Boom.
Martha!
Martha!
So Batman wins.
Batman wins, and of course, Alex wins. Congratulations. So, as a holdover from the Oscars, where no one won, I present you this Oscar for Best Legend.
You like me! You really like me!
Well,
Yeah.
So, thank you so much for watching our Batman vs Superman reactions. We thought it was bad. What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you? Did you
Really?
really? Why? Why did you? Really?
If you liked it, can you please explain it? Because nobody has been able to explain quite why it's good. Explain why we're wrong. Go on. Have fun.
Oh my goodness, we're going to get so much caps lock in the comments.
Oh, we are.
So, thanks so much for watching. I've been Adam from WhatCulture.com. He has been Oscar winner Alex from WhatCulture.com. We will see you soon.